doing those things. He's a better man than he is football player, the people that know him. So he has a very bright future, and I can't wait to watch him in college.
Hey Tim, just with the penalties, I mean, even the first 3 possessions, there was either a penalty on special teams or offense that could begin. Do you think guys were just too amped up, or what can you put your finger on what hurt you there?
I think it just, it's just one of those situations where we play a little bit sloppy, I think. When your hands are getting out and doing things and grabbing different things, whether it's on special teams or offense or defense, we pass interference in the first half. It's just being lazy with our feet in your hands. Cleaned it up as much as we could at halftime and cleaned up the second half. But yeah, you can't start drives, first and 15 or first and 20, and expect against a good team to be able to do those things. Combined with the turnovers, it just wasn't the second half. The first half we really wanted to see.
And then obviously with the rally, I know you fell short, obviously, but what was kind of the mood at halftime? What was said? And I know you said you're proud of your guys the way they fought. So what was the scene like?
We've been here before. I obviously have been coaching for 20 years, 20 plus years. When you're down like that, you just calm down. You just try to go in and be calm with the kids, and we just talked about one play at a time. Coming out and going one play at a time. Even if you have to punt, those types of things. We thought we cleaned up defensively, just the tackling problem. We just were missing tackling.
Coach, you said you're trying to take things one game, one play at a time, but if you get yourself in a hole, did you get in a position where you say, we're going to have to hit something on one of these plays?
No, because they were giving us what we wanted. You play with 2 safeties. You still can't be flipping the ball around and doing those types of things. We were getting 5 yards or more pop on the run, and I think when we got it, on the second to last series, it was over close to 5 minutes, 4:56 something on the coach, which is plenty of time to go 80 yards, rush the ball. And we wanted to do that. We wanted to be able to beat that clock. Unfortunately, we just had a punt, and we wanted a big punt in the situation. We just had a misalignment, had to call a timeout. Again, that's how the game went. Just some small mental issues that we had throughout the game, but it happens. It's high school football, and we try to play as perfect as we can. And the kids have the biggest part, so it wasn't a situation where our kids weren't trying. It just wasn't our night. That happens sometimes.
Coach, this isn't the first time I've seen you guys this year. Defense has been an issue in the first quarter, first half, and you've told us we just didn't make tackles, and then the second half you guys didn't miss any tackles. What is it about this team? And I see Jason is not as excellent, he knows it's true as well. Either of you guys, what is it about the second half of this defense?
I think it's just regaining focus. We played really good the last 3 games, focus-wise. I don't know if we were as focused in the short week as we needed to be. And that's on me as a coach if that doesn't happen. So, you try to regain focus with them and give them the ability for those kids to just calm themselves down. You make a few adjustments, but not too many. We told them at the beginning of the game, and the same thing at halftime. When you're at this point, it's about tackling and blocking. Football is really basically the game championship. And we didn't do that in the first half. We did it in the second half, which gave us a chance.
Lamar, what did you make of that fight in the second half that you guys had kind of locked on? Basically, I just tried my hardest to help the team out. Obviously, I couldn't do it by myself. The Hoban there, so I took them. They weren't gonna bump them out. So basically, I was just trying to do better from the first half because we didn't come out how we wanted to.
And then for the three players, obviously your senior year has come to an end, but there's a lot of good young talent coming back in the junior, sophomore, freshman classes. For Drew, Lamar, and Jason, what do you see as the future of this team as you guys now get ready to depart for college?
Like I said, since last year I see these young guys. I mean, they improved a lot over the years. Just seeing them like last year compared to this year, I mean, I can see in their eyes that they were more hungry. They wanted to know more, learn more. They want to be stronger. They want to be faster, and you just see it in them. And I know, I mean, this loss, I mean, I know they're gonna take it to heart, and they're gonna continue to get better next year, and just continue to have more knowledge, more speed, get faster, and get ready for next year.
It's a very energetic group of guys. I've no doubt that this loss has hurt all of them, as I can see them after the game, but they're very coachable, and hopefully the goal for them is to become leaders themselves. Hopefully that is what leadership is if we did our job right, then they become leaders themselves, but I don't know, I just hope the best for them because it's obviously not fun going out and senior with a loss, so I wish the world for them and that they can go down next year.
They'll be back.
You're welcome to follow these guys out if you need more. We have Toledo Central Catholic waiting, so thank you guys. Great year.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Hey, anybody wants to talk to me, I'll meet you outside the locker room and talk to the kids. Appreciate it. Something like that, actually.
All right, good go, Is this the official bill for the OHSA this year? Or?
It's been that way. Okay, Coach, can we have you start out making a general comment about the game, and then we'll go to questions?
Yeah, I mean, it was something from the start. We were able to build a lot of momentum in the first half, getting that big long drive and scoring, getting a turnover and scoring again, and then getting the pick six. That puts you in a great spot. Obviously, you know we're going to battle back as the program that they are. They did. Getting that fourth touchdown was the key there in the first half. The offense got down there and was able to hit that touchdown pass in the corner. The second half, I knew what we were going to see in the second half. And, we were going to see number 32 over and over again. What a special player he is. One player we've ever gone against for sure. And just watching him put things on his back and do that whole second half was definitely frightening. And then I get caught in that moment where you're playing not to win and worrying about opposing your own team over. But luckily the defense and the offense got just enough first downs to eat the clock. And the punt team was key tonight, getting on off the field quick, drawing a big penalty, and delivering a heat in the fourth quarter and punting it down deep and getting it off even was huge. And it was just one of those games where you were holding on like you were on a roller coaster. And sitting in the first car going down the big hill because it was that tight at the end. And I was just proud of our kids' resilience and fight and the toughness that they showed tonight. And,
Coach, talk about the big interception there that was prime for 6. Hoban was driving, and then that pick 6 put you guys up 21-0. How big was that?
Oh, I think that's one of the things in the game. Usually in a game like this, one, if you come up plus on the turnover, you're going to be in great shape. If you turn one of them into a touchdown, statistically saying, and I'm not the biggest analytics guy in the world, but usually you win those games when they're tight. And that was a big play, and running to the football and getting a deflection and running with it, and then taking it up the sideline just how you're coached, and then making the cutback at the end. That's a great play by a great player.
Coach Dempsey, it was back in 2015 your team faced Hoban for a state championship. 7 years later, what do you take away from that 2015 game, and what did you apply to this year's game from the past being with Hoban?
Well, I don't know how much. Well, one, you knew what type of team you're going to play because we also scrimmage them, so you see them all the time, and you know what a great program they are. But that night, I knew, 7 years later, that still stings. So I can tell you that. I didn't want to feel that anytime soon. Winning's elation is a lot of elation. I love getting to watch these guys do it for the first time. I've been blessed to be up here before, but that losing feeling, that game out there, it haunts you, and it still haunts me even though we won tonight. But we're enjoying the night.
Greg, congratulations. What was kind of the game plan with? You obviously made it entirely one-dimensional, which you had the two safeties up there. What was kind of the game plan of just turning it one-dimensional? Obviously, that one-dimensional is being hard to stop. But what was kind of the game plan?
Well, that was definitely you wanted to. Well, hopefully you're hopefully going to stop him or at least control him. He gets his yards. And some of the bigger plays, even when he rips off a big gainer, even though you tackle him before he gets to the end zone, that makes him spend time. That makes him run more plays. It gives you another chance to get a stop. And I think that was the key thing, is never giving up. I mean, kids can watch that kid run 30 yards and say, oh, he's gone. No, the kids didn't do that. They kept running with the football and making big tackles to give you another chance. We definitely wanted to hopefully make them throw the ball because that's not a comfort level for them, and put some pressure on them. We have some 2 huge turnovers where they were trying to throw the football, and almost had 2 other ones that were just short on getting on top of it. Really could have closed the door there in the second half. But I thought Coach Brown, our defensive coordinator, had a great game plan down. But sometimes the other guy's pretty good too, and they practice, and he was able to find those holes and then be able to bounce it outside and get yards.
Greg, you said the other day, you want to win another state championship. You're not afraid to say it, but you said this one you wanted more for the kids because you had yours before. Expand on that a little bit.
It's just, the first time you do it was great. I was a 31-year-old guy, young, and you get caught up in it. Do we coach football to win? Yeah, obviously. You can line them up. That's part of the sport. That's why there's a scoreboard. But you also like watching these young men grow and get to experience things. And sitting back tonight and enjoy. I was even getting a few interviews out there that are getting me to focus back on them. I just like watching these guys celebrate. I mean, what an experience to get to watch any of our staff that's never got to experience that, and the players that I know that never got to experience it. And there's a lot of great football teams and great coaches that never get this opportunity. So it's not something you take for granted. And they get back and sit back and watch kids enjoy it the way they were tonight, and get to celebrate all the hard work, dedication, and sacrifice and commitment. That's a lot of fun. It's a lot different lens I watch it through now than I did, 17 years ago, but it was the first time.
Just kind of bigger picture, we hear so much about Cleveland football, and rightfully so. Northeast football's awesome, and Hoban's as good as it gets. You guys are the standard for Northwest Ohio. What does this kind of say about? I don't know. I'm proud of you to kind of bring this back to Northwest Ohio, bring it to Toledo, show that this is as good.
Well, very good. We have great football in Northwest Ohio. We have our cycles where certain teams doing certain things. We've been very consistent. We've been blessed to be doing very well, making playoff runs, but it is something because I have so much respect for the football over in Northwest Ohio because we played so many teams there, and you just look at the path we took to get here. You're going Avon Lake, you're going Avon, Medina, Highland, and now Hoban. We've been hit hard and often these last 4 weeks by really good football teams and just great coaching and preparation. That's some of the fun for the coaches. Is actually you're going up against guys that do as great a job as they do in trying to play chess with the coaches. And I don't know how many of us admit it, but we like that part of it. We like seeing what we can figure out, identify, and try to take advantage of, and how to be. I mean, it's just been a fun run going against a bunch of great coaches and great programs on the way here.
Coach, you referenced a few questions ago the scrimmage against Hoban. I know it's a scrimmage. I know it's 17, 18 weeks ago. But you guys out-physicaled them that day. Like, almost on every play. It felt like you guys were the better team on that football field. Did you guys, and I see these guys nod a little bit too, did you guys take some positive out of that and coming into tonight that you knew that you could hang with them physically?
Oh, no doubt. That's the biggest advantage of the scrimmage. I know there are a lot of things are watered down in the scrimmage. Some guys are getting called out. But you get to play across from the guy you played across tonight. You know, I've seen him. I did okay against him. He's a good player, but so am I. So there's a little bit of confidence there that I think helps, because going into the scrimmage, when you hear about Hoban and everything, there was probably more doubt going into the scrimmage than there was into the game tonight. I'd be willing to bet on that. You know, I didn't know we were going to see that day walking in that scrimmage, and we found that scrimmage gave me a good idea how we could play week 1 against a team like St. Ed's and hopefully be able to compete. And then the St. Ed's game showed me we're a type that can compete with anybody if we're on that night.
And then tonight's game was a game of momentum shifts on a lot of sides of the ball. Literally every single play was a momentum shift. How do you keep it going and tell your guys to hold on in order to get the victory that you got?
You know, that's a challenge, because you're saying you hate using the word hold on, but that's exactly what we're doing at the end in some ways. You're trying to hold on to the running number 32 was one thing, but then trying to hold on, you know, you had so much momentum early and it kind of disappeared, definitely went to their sideline, and trying to regain it. Sometimes regaining that momentum is just getting 2 first downs on a drive that eats 4 minutes. And the kids don't realize what a big play that is. They want to score a touchdown as do I. But we were able to eat just enough clock to give them 15 seconds at the end. All those couple first downs added up, making them have to spend a couple timeouts when they didn't want to, add it up. And those are the things that were on our side at the end of the game, and besides the field position.
Okay, Cody, there were, obviously those guys made some big plays in the first half to get you ahead, but the last drive of the game, well, the second to last drive of the game, you made the tackles on Sperling there on 3rd and 4th down. And sure, what was it like? I mean, guys averaging 11 yards a carry, and you held it to 1 and 2, I think, on those 2 plays. Tell me about those plays.
I mean, obviously Lamar is just a great player, and with such little amount of time left, we were really, and at that point in the game, they were really relying heavy on the run. So it's just easy to get down on that track and get going quickly and just hit them backwards, you know.
Overall, what was it like facing that guy? It could be at times a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, I think he told me on the way out he did hit 4,000 yards, and obviously Mr. Ohio, he won that before the game. So just a great player, and our game plan surrounded a lot on stopping him. So although he did score, I think 3 touchdowns, it was just like she said a little earlier, you don't want to say you held on, but at these type of games, it's just that's all you have to do is come out with the victory. So.
Just for all you guys, Hoban's obviously as good as it gets in the state, and Northeast Ohio football is, a lot of talk about that. What does it mean, just the pride of Northwest Ohio, bringing this to Toledo?
This is on? Okay, it's on. Can you repeat your question again?
What does this kind of mean, just to bring it to Toledo and show, Toledo football is every bit as good as Northeast Ohio?
I mean, yeah, it's just football. It's what do I say? Everyone strap up just like everybody else. We just here to compete with everybody. So yeah.
I feel like Northwest Ohio don't get a lot of respect because you hear a lot of Northeast Ohio. So you know what I'm saying, it's a big thing. It brings hope back to the city. Kids that's not where we from and don't have the same positions as we in. They give them hope. That if we could do it, they could do it. So that's how I feel.
I think it's huge. Everyone talks about Northeast Ohio. They're always winning state championships. It's really good that we're going back to the city and Northwest Ohio. Everyone's supporting us. And, is just really good win.
Okay, we have time for just a couple more. You guys up here.
Ask you guys in the first half, what were you seeing? You were able to focus. It felt like every time you guys needed a big play, you were able to get out there and get the first down. What were you seeing against their defense? Anybody?
We was just seeing like we knew they was gonna stack the box and worry about Chris Edmonds, and I knew I had to step up and pull the ball and just throw the ball around. We just knew we had to spread the ball around.
I knew after that first big run I had, they weren't gonna let me get too many more. So I relied on my rest of my team, and they stepped up and they made plays.
Brady, can you talk about the big six? I mean, amazing plays, you turned out a difference in the game.
Ball was in the air, so I just went and got it. But then my teammate RJ Maddox, he had a really amazing block. He blocked Lamar Sperling, and then there's no one in front of me after that. But it was a really huge play. Yeah.
Coach Dempsey, Tyron, Keno Sultan with C-Town Radio. Tyron Clark set the tone for the game with the early 1-yard touchdown to put you guys up 7-0. Although it was early, you set the tone. Did your team feel good about where you started off at that point? How did everybody feed off the energy that Tyron brought off that first score?
I thought it was huge, because at first everybody's a little down. We get the drop on third down on the first drive. We were getting close to the first down. And you get that second drive going, it's huge that you're moving the football. That's how you build some confidence early. If you come out here running into a brick wall every play from the start, you're in for a long night. How are you going to manufacture points? I think getting that first drive going, Chris hitting some runs, Ty getting some pulls, running a little counter, and then to be able to punch it in down there. I mean, you're up 7-0 now. You realize it's a football game. It's normal now. Yeah, it's in a different setting, but it's still the same game, and we're still just the two high school teams facing off, and we just proved we can play with these guys. Now let's build on that momentum.
Okay, we're gonna let these guys go. If you wanna follow them down the hallway, you're welcome to. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Anything with these guys?
The quarterback?
Yeah.
Grab it.
Taiwan, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Or you call me Todd.
Todd, all right. You want us here? You want the headsets?
Yeah, everything should be high.
Yeah. You want to throw that on? You want to throw that one on this one?
Thank you so much.